Hey, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I'm kind of late. What are you going to do? Anyway, I want to wish you all the great day coming up. It's a Tuesday here. Hey, and welcome. I don't need that one, do I? Anyway, messing up the video intros. So it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Today is 2 for 1 Tuesday, where we try to I provide some ideas for 10xing your growth, your team's growth, what you can apply to your Scrum team. And to be honest with you, to mix it up a little bit, talking about pure Scrum all the time will bore the hell out of your teams. So I try to give some things that you can do for yourself, you can share with your teams, and provide a little more coaching in general for productivity. And today we're going to talk about what are you doing with your time? A little thing I learned last night at a mastermind per se of a group of people, and the senior person was sharing some of their goals and some of their techniques they use to figure out their day and how they feel productive. So if you're not really feeling productive, maybe this might help you out. A little technique. If you haven't done it before, even though you feel like you are productive, it's an interesting window into what we do during the day. And again, don't forget, I got that free newsletter that's posted up on our 5 a.m. Mester Scrum website. I guess I got to put a link here somewhere. But if you want to join our newsletter, I'll be putting out stuff once a week on new tools, tricks, summaries of what we do in the show and everything that. Please sign up if you haven't already. Appreciate it very much. And with that, it's the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, where we talk Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way so you can bring more value to your customer, not waste your time bringing that value to your customer, and have a little fun along the way. Speaking of time, right? Talking time, it was funny, the thing. So the technique the person shared last night was for a day, and you can do more than one day, just a day. You don't have to do it every day of your life. It's not one of those habits you do every day, but take a day and every 15 minutes, so log every 15 minutes what you did during the 15 minutes and do the whole day. And what I started, and I don't share stuff that I don't do myself, so I started doing this. I started 5 a.m. because 5 a.m. is my wake up goal where my business day kind of starts. And instead of writing my schedule down, this is like a reverse thing because we do it anyhow. Why schedule it for now, right? Write down what you do. Maybe do a day or two of this just to kind of see what goes into it. And the idea is that the things on your list, are they productive? Are they adding productivity to what you want to achieve? Are you achieving what? So like so I got 5 a.m. and you could do it on a piece of paper, and like from here 5 a.m. to about 1 p.m. takes one little sheet of paper in here. I'll probably go down the next side. I don't need to write a lot of stuff. I was like, I don't know how detailed every 15-minute needs to be. Like at 5 a.m. I slept. I hit the snooze button. 5:15, slept. 5:30, slept a little bit. Okay, so 5:30 I was sleeping 50. 5:45 I woke up. 6 o'clock walked the dog, listened to some podcast. 6:30 wake up kids, get myself healthy a little bit. 6:45 I started my goals. I did my readings that I want to do. That's my daily thing. I'm trying to do better. And I had to reply to an email just because I wrote a reply to an email. Take kids to the bus, start 15 minutes walking from bus. So started that. I started my 15-minute clock. So at 7:15 this morning, I decided I was going to do this 15-minute log just to get a feel for what's going on. And then I did my goals at 7:30, finished them at 8, started looking at LinkedIn, updated my Kartra stuff, which is my marketing, which is where you're going to get the newsletters, kind of worked on that, got dressed, showered, cleaned up, ready for the day, looked at some bills, said hello to a neighbor who was walking down the street, and now I'm at my show. So for a day, every 15-minute block, fill in what you did. It doesn't take long. You don't have to go crazy about it, but do it. Now, this is something you can also share with your team, right? Because they always hear about the Scrum and the agile, and you can't teach every, but maybe a productivity where you just send a little, hey, here's a little exercise that you can do on your own. I don't need to coach you on it. Um, if you feel like you're not as productive, whatever you personally feel, maybe you are super productive. I mean, that's it. But maybe you are super productive. Maybe you want to figure out why you're super productive. Why are you so productive? By writing every 15 minutes, how are you doing, right? This also leads into your goal statement. All those 15 minutes at the end of the day, going to look at it, kind of assess what's going on, might do it, like I said, more than one day, and say, okay, how much of this stuff was related to my productivity, my goals, making more sales, building new websites, getting more stuff done on what I personally want to do for myself, getting stuff done for work, right? Are you on emails for 15 minutes, reading emails? Write that down. Reading emails, responding emails, 15 minutes. Now, I will say this might be a good lead into capping your email activity to maybe 15 minutes to a half hour a day. Maybe you put that in your calendar. I know so many people like, oh, I don't want to write a. So sometimes they say, I was listening to Amy Porterfield and she was talking about, why my brain just Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins used to say, or he got it from someone who knows who knows who you listen to, that if it's not in your schedule, it doesn't get done, right? So maybe you cap your emails to just 15 minutes and you put it in your calendar for the day, 15 minutes for emails or a half hour. You look at this and you reflect, how much time do I need to respond to emails? And then you cap that based on the data. We are very data, right? So based on the data, how much time do you really spend on emails? Capping that out and putting that in your calendar. And the question is it good to respond to emails first thing? Is it like lunchtime? When is a good time? When is your primary? And this is the other thing is talking about. When is a good time to do what you need to do? What's the good time to interact with other people? What's a good time to maybe code, on your own when people aren't going to bother you? And this little exercise, I really think a day or two is not a bad thing because it gives you a variety of what you do during the day. Because not every day is the same. Every day is different. Some days you have big meetings. Like tomorrow, I have a big sprint planning day. So that'll be all about sprint planning. And then I won't be doing that for another 3 weeks with this team. So it's not going to be the same. So try 15 minutes on the calendar. Like I said, it doesn't take much effort. I start at 5 a.m. I don't know if you get up at 5 a.m., but I do. That's my goal. 5 a.m., be up at 5 a.m. I hit the snooze button at 5 a.m., but getting up in the 5 a.m. hour. And it's amazing. I lost 45 minutes of productivity time because I slept, right? Maybe that 45 minutes is 45 more connections on LinkedIn, or maybe potential stuff, or getting some emails done that I could do, or come up with some new content for my teams I'm coaching. I could spend it there, or I could spend 45 minutes reading a book, right? Who knows? But figure out when is good for interacting with other teams, what you need. But try this. It's not a bad thing. It gives you visibility into how you spend your day. So take a piece of paper. I got it on the little binder there. You go down every 15 minutes and then put a little log and then write down what you do. I would recommend filling in the numbers at the beginning, like I did, because it makes it easier. If you fill it in, then you're just filling in as you go, and it's quicker, and it doesn't take as much time throughout the whole day. But try that. Get a feeling for how you're spending your time. This will help you 10x your day, right? Because this is like a building block. This is data from which you can use to be more productive during the day. So don't hesitate to try it out. Get a snapshot. I really like to know if you do it, feel free to send me a personal message. I'm on LinkedIn or whatever, or comment somewhere. Hey, I did it, or I did this before. It was helpful, not helpful. I'd be really curious if it enlightened you. I'm hoping it'll enlighten me on some of the things I'm doing so I can feel more productive and really hone in on my productivity time. So with that, I want to say have a great day. Happy scrumming. I hope you try the 15-minute log of your activity today. It was helpful. Like I said, I want to share some stuff that you could share with your teams. That's not always Scrum, not always Agile, not always Kanban, not always safe, whatever. That they can go, okay, this is neat. This is something different. They might ask you, what does it have to do with Agile? It's just a productivity thing. If you feel like you from a personal, remember, we're building self-organizing team. These teams are supposed to be professional and they want to grow in theory, right? So this is a way of helping them figuring out how they're growing, how they're doing in the personal assessment. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's just a little piece of paper with the time and hours down the paper, right? So with that, have a great day. Happy scrumming. Don't forget, sign up for the newsletter. We're starting that experiment. I could really use your feedback and help as I send those out and get feedback what's valuable to you all. Okay? Have a great day.